Hello, and a massive, massive welcome to the what feels like the 8 millionth instalment of Stumblethrough with Cogent, where we aim to demystify the most difficult and notoriously difficult games in all of gaming. So we are going through Dark Souls at the moment. I hope you're very well. I hope you guys are in a nice mental space. If you need to take your medication, please do. Make sure you're nice and hydrated, and just you're nice and relaxed so we can carry on with our awesome playthrough of Dark Souls. So, last time we made actually quite a good amount of progress. We managed to get through basically 98% of Blighttown, which is fantastic. It's one of the most kind of notorious areas in the world, and we managed to find the second bonfire that we really needed to get our hands on. And this is where we are at the moment. So I'm just going to reverse my hollowing. This is all stuff that I meant to do before I finished my video last time. Unfortunately, I said a workman who was painting the windows of our home was knocking on the door just as I started to finish, so that's why I had to go, oh my god, I'm running away! So yeah, many apologies. So, we're going to give this a gosh darn kindle as well, so we can get some get loads of Estus, which is fantastic. Because we've got plenty of humanity, so we might as well use it for the time being. Now, also, just as an advanced apology, potentially you might hear some scraping in the background. I do apologise. Just these guys are doing a fantastic job at doing our windows, because they need repainting and resealing. So you might just hear a little bit of the odd banging, some scraping, all that kind of stuff, but I can only apologise for that. Now, excuse me. Oh, so we have got a very cool sword, which I'm sure a lot of die-hard Dark Souls players will go, why are you using that? And they're probably absolutely justified in that. But I seem to like it. Clank. Now, oh, sorry, yeah, I just kind of started running off without even telling you what I was doing. So, this is a bit of a weird one. So, close range battle ahead. The amazing item ahead. Praise the sun. A lot of the time you might find messages on the ground saying, no, turn back, it's awful, oh my goodness. In fact, what I'm going to do, because I'm not quite au fait with that weapon just yet, I'm going to get my Zweihander back on. Because now I'm out of danger, I feel like I can use better suited items. There'll be a lot of people discouraging you from going up here, and they'll go, oh, turn back, it's awful, and it's like, and it does look pretty scary, to be honest. You go, no. You go, oh my god, what if they're talking about, is it a mimic? Is it a mimic? Is it? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Remember, kids, always attack your chests. It's a dragon scale, fantastic, thank you very much. And nothing happens. So, dragon scales, as I understand, and there is absolutely a possibility that I have misremembered this, but it's for kind of ascending items of armour. So very, very cool, very, very useful. And it's also around here that potentially potential for us to be invaded as well by an AI character. And I'm just trying to remember. There he is, yeah, Man-Eater Mildred. So what we're going to do, when she appears, we're just going to back up. And we're going to get to this little arena as well, because we don't really want to be fighting her as well as in the poison, as well as a bunch of flies, but she will come for us. Look at her go. Remember, we are just going to try and... Oh, hello. She is a tricksy hobbit. A very aggressive player as well. So we're just going to try and back up. We want to try and deal with these guys first, really. There we go. But the thing is, because she's not wearing any armour, by the looks of things, it's quite good for us. So her poise is actually very, very low. So we're just going to keep her suppressed. We're going to keep her poise overcame. There we go. Nothing to worry about. Fantastic, isn't it? Because, like we've always done, is we kept calm, we kept up our rhythm, we didn't let anything We didn't let anything sort of disrupt our kind of rhythm or our sort of tempo of that battle, and we just kept her suppressed by overcoming her poise. Easy peasy. We got some humanity as well, and we got a butcher knife. We got her weapon, which is great. Let's have a look. Am I strong enough to use it? I am. You think to yourself, oh, it's not massively, it's not incredible, you might think, but at the same time, it doesn't require any dexterity to wield, so if you are going for a pure strength build, it's very, very good. And as you notice, the param bonus, so your strength is actually increasing the amount of damage you do hugely from it. Look at that, it looks very cool as well. Not a lot of finesse to this, but pretty good. It's very, very heavy, as you can see, look. But just an alternative if you wanted to use something a little bit different, a little bit cool. Oh, there's something I did forget to do as well, because I was interrupted. Is... So actually we can thank Mildred, because we are now going to go back through and we are going to cash in our souls for some cool levels up. Oh, so good. Loads and loads of souls. We love it. We love it loads. Look at that. Look at the amount of stuff we found in this place. That is pure profit, which is fantastic. Go back up. Look at that. We've got loads. Remember to use these things when you're safe as well. It can be tempting just to go, oh no, I'll just spend them now. As in, like, as soon as you find them. But no, do keep them on you until you are absolutely sure that you're going to be nice and safe. Because heaven forbid, if I did all of this in a dangerous area, then got killed and then lost them all, it would be an absolute disaster. Well, no, not disaster. It would be annoying, for sure, but you can get those souls back. It's not a problem. Because remember, we all make mistakes. And again, on this channel, we're all about fun over perfection. So never feel bad or never get annoyed or upset that you've done something a bit silly, because we all do it. So I'm going to just boost my hit points a little bit because I feel like I'm kind of lacking a little bit. I'm also going to boost my endurance quite a lot as well, because I do want to kind of enhance my armour quite a lot, because this stuff at the moment for resisting poison is great. But once we get into a fight, like a big fight in a proper arena, I want to be sure that I can wear the heaviest armour I can, but still keep my fast dodge. There we go, lovely jubbly. Oh my goodness, my lovely husband has just appeared in the room. It's so the cover of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. And quite amazing in that regard. And because my husband is so fantastic, he's going to make me a cup of coffee as well, isn't he? I'd love a biscuit with that, that'd be great. £3, no worries, the check is in the post. I would get up, but, you know, I'm at work. This is the benefits of having such a wonderful husband who's fantastic. You gotta keep him sweet, you see. Wink. Oh, blimey. Oh, right, yes. These are the one things I completely forgot about until this second. You know those big dudes up ahead with the massive, massive clubs up in Blighttown? Yeah, they're here now, but this time they have boulders rather than those big clubs. So we are... Whoa! Hello. So we're going to just try and make sure that we don't fall victim to being smushed. I mean, in their own little way, they are quite cute, aren't they? I mean, little roly-poly guys with their big boulders, and it's like, oh, that's sweet. But once again, we came across something that we didn't expect. They're pretty easy to dodge. I'm just going to keep up with the backstabs, because that's really the most reliable way of getting damage. There we go. And as he picks up, I'm just going to give him one more attack. And luckily for us, That rock does not affect us when he drops it, which is very handy. Ooh. A pickaxe? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Apparently, one of my viewers on Twitch was saying that this is apparently one of the rarest weapons in the game, but also absolute garbage. So that's very interesting. Oh, it's not too bad. Gosh, stone human head would be an afterthought. Oh, nice. But it's effective in battle. Interesting. Not going to use it for the time being. Like I said, Where does he get these things from? Where does he find those boulders? But you might find these guys are actually a little bit more easy to deal with, simply because their attacks are much easier to dodge. Whilst they do have ranged attacks, I mean, they're so easy to avoid, aren't they? I mean, it's a big boulder after all. Clonk. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh my word, we are getting so many cool weapons! Now, this is the biggest bonk of all, and it needs 28 strength. But hot beans. I am going for it. Because look, whilst I can't use it effectively, look at it. Oh, look at him. Can you imagine? And if you think back to it, this attack set is actually the same animations as Havel, if you remember. He had something a little bit cooler. He had something called Dragon's Tooth, but a large bonk is perfect. So that's what we're aspiring to. All right, we're going for the biggest bonk imaginable. So I'm going to just carry on running along this little edge, because where I'm headed is not up there just yet, but we are headed into that really scary looking cave. So we're just going to try and bypass these guys if we can, only because it's more for ease than anything else. Lovely. Right. Because we are about to do a boss. So we're going to keep nice and calm, alright? We're going to keep nice and calm walking into this place. As you can see, there's a certain theme developing here, isn't there? We've got a very spidery kind of theme. Oh my, you might say. Right. Now, do not make the same mistake I did. These two fellas, despite the fact looking very gross, they're not hostile. And attacking them releases a whole bunch of these really difficult to hit leeches that do a lot of damage, and you can't really hit them, and there are loads of them. So just bear that in mind. And oh my stars, look at this, look! Thank you so much! Oh, you're the best. Thank you very much, my love! Baby! Love you! Look, 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 look. Coffee. And biscuits. Yes! Amazing. So, what we're gonna do is, and again, I could go on for hours and hours about playing towards the male gaze, and it's one of those things that we just have to deal with, unfortunately, like it or not, it is in gaming. So, it's one of those things you just need to bear in mind. If it doesn't affect you, that's absolutely fine as well, but it is just worth bearing in mind. So let's do that. 23. Remember, we're just trying to keep to 25% or 1/4 of our equipment load. A little bit too heavy. 24. 48.96. We could do that, I suppose. They're actually a little bit worse, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Put a little bit of heavy armour on anyway. Now, remember the maxim, we keep calm, and we're going to try and manage the arena. So what we are going into is an enemy that will create damaging areas on the floor, as well as attacking us up close. So, we're going to try and find that nice mental space where we're feeling quite good, and we're just going to give it a go. And remember, if we don't succeed... Look! Do you know who it is? It's Man-Eater Mildred. She can come on as a friend, but we're not going to use her just yet. We're going to try and give it a go on our own. I feel that... I think we should always give it a go on our own, and then if we think we're going to have problems, we'll just go and get some help. Remember, there's no shame in using a summon first off. There's absolutely no shame in that. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, they are wrong. Alright, you play the game exactly how you want to play it. So let's give it a go, shall we? She's a mean lady. I mean, is she riding it? Is she a part of it? Why isn't she wearing any clothing? Why is her hair so good? Very strange things. So yes, remember, we're just going to keep nice and calm, okay? That's okay. So we're just going to let her do her thing for the time being. There we go. There we go. As you can see, she kind of pats the head of this thing before it ends up kind of spewing anything over, so we're just gonna oh blimey, she kind of knocked us into the lava there a little bit, but that's okay. Then we're gonna keep ducking and diving. What we're gonna do now is just try and oh blimey, let's try and manage our arena a little bit, so we're gonna move on to this area. Right, so what we just managed to miss, unfortunately, so I do apologise, is that when trying to keep nice and close to this boss, is that every now and then it will rear up, or it will kind of crouch into itself and huddle up. There you go, as you can see, pat the head, and then we're going to go in for a nice big heavy attack. We're just going to duck out the way there, just give it a little... See again, once we get over the kind of intimidation factor of this boss, if we keep nice and calm, oh blimey, and time our dodges properly. There we go, look at that. Dodge out the way. Give him a little thing there. He does leap away every now and then, or she, sorry. There we go. Look, pats the head. So we're going to give him a little bonk on the noodle there. There you go, pat on the head, and another little one there. Alright, remember, don't get greedy, like I just did. Although we managed to get away with that. That was a bit naughty of us, actually. There we go, like, she kind of winds up, as you can see, and we're just going to duck out of the way, though. Just a little bit. There you go, she's going to pat her head. I'm going to give him a little bonk. Oh, there we go, you see. Uh-oh. And this is where... There you go, look. See, so he kind of sort of slumps over, and that's when he explodes out, and it does a huge amount of damage, as you can see. I only just survived it. So there we go. But it does give us a lot of time. And remember, we're not panicking, we're just... keeping up with their attacks. There. Give them a little bonk on the noodle. There you go. Rears up, get away. Keep up that timing. So you're going to do a third attack, dodge out of the way, and then go in for an attack. Remember, we're not going to be greedy with our attacks. We're keeping nice and calm. As you can see, she kind of winds up, and then you can just dodge and dodge. And again, this all comes with practice. So you might not do it the first time, but it's absolutely fine. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. As you can see, I'm still missing my attacks. There you go. This really long kind of spray, you can get a couple of attacks in. But remember, we don't want to get greedy. She'll slump over, and boom. Nice and easy. Okay, we're keeping it nice and calm. We're going to let her come to us. We're not going to worry too much. And then sweep. And she's going to sweep. And then third attack. And then we're going to go straight in for another attack. We're going to back up. We're going to go back in. And try and encourage her to throw up a little bit. It sounds a bit weird, I know. Because that's kind of the most easily managed stuff. So we're going to get in there, give him a little slap there. And 1, and 2, and 3. And go in for the attack. There we go. Alright. Swing, and 1. Oh dear, I think I'm going to get hurt. Yep, there we go. Because that was me being a bit silly. I got a bit greedy there. I'm going to have a very quick drink while she walks up to us. So pat the head. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a love tap there. As you can see. Remember, we're not in a race. Alright, we're just going to be nice and calm. Nice and calm. And go. And give him a little... So the issue I have at the moment is that it's difficult really to get... There we go. Oh, blimey, there we go. Cheeky little devil. It's going to come in there a little bit. There you go. Remember, we're not going to get greedy. We are just going to let her... Oh, blimey. Going to drink up. Going to dive out the way there, and we are going to give her a little tap there. And maybe one more. And... done. Ooh, there we go. Certainly very, very tense, but remember, we didn't get flustered, we didn't panic, we kept our rhythm up, we stayed in a nice mental space. But as you can see, it's just recognising when Quelaag, when she moves on top of her body, her pet, her tank, whatever it is that's recognising. So when she slumps down, that is the time to run out of the way. Otherwise you're going to get very, very damaged. Or, when she pats it on the head, that's when it's going to kind of throw up some lava. It's just little things like that, just noticing those attack patterns. When it rears up, just get out of the way. Don't get greedy. And oh my goodness, what's that? It's only a ruddy bell, and we're going to ruddy ring that bell. Yeah! I'm going to celebrate with a biscuit. So good. These are really nice gluten and dairy-free shortbread. I know it sounds a bit sad. I'm sorry about eating on a video, but I kind of need some blood sugar. Oh my goodness. What does this mean? Well, it's a new area that's opened up. And when I said that Blighttown was one of the most notorious areas in all of gaming for its kind of its lack of sensitivity towards towards the kind of technology at the time. Well, that area that just opened up is notorious for it being so overtly cruel. Well, I'll be pleased to show you Bonfire Head. There we go. There's lots of good advice, remember, so we're going to go down here. Now, this is odd. This is an odd one. Hello. See, he's not hostile.
Oh dear. What have we here? Are you a new servant?
I mean, yes. Again, I haven't seen a negative impact from saying yes, so I'm going to.
But you have no eggs.
No.
No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
See, he's a nice guy. He's just covered in gross leech eggs. As one does in these situations. So bear with me 1 second. There we go. Ah, fantastic. So again, if I keep glancing right, it's because that is my little viewing screen, so I can see myself, so I can check to see if my lighting's still okay. It's Quelaag, but not. Hello. Ah, so what this gives us access to is another place where we can reinforce our Estus. So if we find another Firekeeper soul, we can also enter the Covenant. But she's not so much of a talker, because being a Firekeeper, they don't tend to talk. But we do have a big bonfire, which is great. Let's level up. Let's spend a couple of these souls. So I'm going to go for strength. Let's be a big strong boy. Thanks. Can I use my biggest bonk yet? That's my biggest bonk, and I can't use that just yet, but... yeah, it's happening. Oh, actually, let's have a look at my equipment load. 25. Okay. So let's lighten up. Let's lighten the load a little bit, Frodo. So let's go down to... not Electric Avenue, but somewhere like that. 40. So that is... remember 25% or 1/4? So 48. 49.4. No, not quite. Not quite. 22 is pretty good. There we go. Let's get this, shut this stuff back on, so I can still keep my fast dodge and my shield and have a big bonk. Oh, ooh, Nelly. Oh, he's good. Well, I hope he's good. Anyway, we'll see. Right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning. Is you can head down here. You can carry on further into this area, and that's fine. But we're going to just take a little walk down. And weirdly enough, there's another bonfire. Strange? Pretty strange. In fact, whilst I'm here, I might actually... I'm just going to see if I can... potentially. Okay. Now, this is not guaranteed to work, so I'm actually going to rest at this bonfire. Because around here, there is another boss. And I really do not recommend going into this area. Especially carrying on down into this area, where all this lava is. Mainly because it is a super high level area. And we'll be coming back much, much later on. These two guys, for reasons unknown, are hostile, but we can just bypass them. Because once again, we don't really want to faff with all the leeches and all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to do a little U-bend, and we are going to head back this way. So as I said, this is not guaranteed to work, but I'll try and do the best I can. I managed to cheese this boss by accident before. And this is what we're going to try and do now. Mainly because, having seen sort of some of the playthroughs of this boss fight, I still have no idea how you do this. Because what? And you'll see exactly why in a second. Right, I think. Oh yeah, not so bad. Not so bad. Okay. As you can see, that little tail that leads into the lava. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Papa, can you hear me? But let's see if we can't. See if we can't just do a little bit of a cheeky move here. So as you can see, it's quite a weird arena. The reason I'm just telling you straight up that this is a boss is because it's very important that you understand what you're getting yourself in for. Yeah. It's an odd one. So, hello, young man. We are kind of be very, very careful. Alright? Because you think, oh, brilliant item, fantastic. See, he's not hostile at the moment, that's great. The second you pick this stuff up, he is going to go mad. So, ready? Ceaseless Discharge! He's a wrong 'un! We are going to absolutely cheese it. If we survive this bit, great. Remember, we already have the item. We are just going to absolutely peg it into this little narrow passageway. Jink off to the right-hand side, and we are going to run back towards the entrance. Alright? Remember, if you find a legitimate way to do this, absolutely do it. Fantastic. I do not have the strength or the talent, so I'm going to run straight back to the gate, and you'll see why in a second. We're going to get back to the story. He's going to follow us round. Get to here. And now, he, for some reason, will just sit here. But notice how much damage I'm not doing to him. But eventually, he just dies. A lot of people might be raging at that, and I do apologise, but if they didn't want us to do it, they should have taken it out. That's all I'm saying. Oh, but he is a wrong 'un. There we go, and the benefit of that is that we actually get an amazing set of armour. And it's amazing because not only does it give pretty good protection for light armour, but it also gives us huge resistances as well. You see just a little bit less. Really good poison resist. And also, look at that, look, across the board, just better than what we're currently wearing. Goldhelm Black Hoods, 48, 96, we can still wear it, let's do it. And don't I look cool? Now, if you've ever seen The Nightmare Before, not The Nightmare Before Christmas, because everyone's seen that, The Muppet Christmas Carol, the best Christmas movie ever, and I will not be taking any discussion on this. You look exactly like him, and I am going to, at this point, put a picture of him up. Because you absolutely have to see it. So, you think, brilliant, I've just drained that entire area, that's great, we've got some cool armour. Do not go down here. Because look, who's that guy down there? Who is he? If you remember him from before, he is a Capra demon. But this time, he's just an enemy. So no, we are not going anywhere near that place. Alright, we are going to head straight back. But we've got some cool armour. We've kept our fast dodge, which is brilliant. We've got a huge club. We've got loads of fire and poison resistance. I think we're doing pretty well. Oh, you look fantastic. Look at you! Amazing. So yeah, pretty good, eh? Maybe a bit naughty, but sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. But yes, we are not high enough level for that that area just yet, so we are going to leave that. We are now going to get out of this ruddy area forever because we've rung those 2 bells, which is brilliant. Which gives us a means of leaving this cockamamie place. I wonder if you can just drop down through there. I think you'd end up getting quite badly hurt, so I'm not going to do that. We're just going to wander back the way we came. We've done what we've come to do. We've defeated a boss, which we really shouldn't have defeated at this kind of level. Also notice that I'm barefoot and wearing a skirt, but I love it. Because I look very spooky. Very spooky indeed. But yeah, our poison resist now is huge. Which means getting back through Blighttown should be a lot easier as well as our sort of physical protection. So yeah, doing pretty well. It's almost a relief, isn't it? We will be back here later on to go through that area, but right now, nah. Oh, we've been rumbled. As you can see, that our poison bar is filling so much more slowly now. But what we're going to do, just for our own sanity, is going to nip back. We're going to get to the bonfire that we found before, have a little sit down, have a little reflect, spend some souls, because we've got a big bumper crop of our big lad. Let's test out this bonk as well on someone. Hello. Oh, he's good. Oh, he's so good. A fine bonk. Oh, the finest bonk in all the land. Well, I know exactly what I'll be upgrading as well. And for that, we need to go back to Andre, don't we? So, let's have a look. I got another couple. Oh, should I though? Should I? Yeah. Yes, I should. Because we're nearly at the Great Axe levels as well, you see. I do not look like the kind of person you would want to meet in a dark alley and in the game. So, let's get back at it, shall we? Oh, he's so good. Oh, it's so good. You may have noticed I did slightly less damage, and that's because I did not kind of fully commit to the heavy attack. So if I just tap heavy attack, fine. If I hold it, you really wind up, and that's where you get that extra little dip of damage. So just something to bear in mind. Okay. Feeling pretty good. We made some really good progress today, guys. Thank you so much for watching me as I fumbled my way through. Whoop. Gonna dip onto here. Is that very good at making complex lifts, but or elevators? There we go. We're just gonna pop off here. Fantastic. Okay. I think we've been spotted by an enemy because we just heard that little splash, didn't we? There he is. Yeah, where's your bonk now? I do like a big bonk myself. And so should you. But again, if this is not the kind of playstyle that you want, if you want to try something different, then that is absolutely your right. I said this is just how I prefer to play. Again, it's not gospel. Nothing I'm doing is right. A pro player might be looking at me dressed like this and wielding this and going, "What are you doing?" So I can sympathise with that. No, bad. It's deliberate, but it's pretty tasty. This setup. Oh, hello. Ah! We've only got ourselves another armour set. God, it's very generous, this game as well, isn't it, at times? I'm not going to say I don't think it's much better if... Ah, there you go, right. So it's slightly heavier and slightly more... Sorry, I swear I could hear something shooting at me. But obviously the main thing, so there's much less poison resist, but it does, as you can see, have curse resist, which is very useful for us. Does it look cooler? That's really the main thing. It looks amazing. But no, I'm going to put my other one back on, only because we are dealing with a lot of poison fellas at the moment. Remember our lesson? Just give it a bonk. There are like super special ways of determining whether something's a mimic, but honestly just giving it a little attack and seeing a hit point bar appear is probably the best and easiest way of finding that out. So yeah, up we go. Okay. Gonna give myself a little top up. because we still have quite a lot of the blowpiping guys. Let's go two-handed and whoosh, there we go. You know we can one-shot them with the two-handed attack. Oh, it's so good, and that kind of really metallic clonk is just, yeah. That's my jam. That's my. When something feels satisfying to use, it is pretty tasty. I'm just trying to see if there's any ladders in this little area. I can only presume there is because. Unless, of course, I have to do some cool gymnastics. I might have to, actually. Yeah, there we go. Ready? I don't know if this is going to work. No, that was scary. Oh, okay. Yes, I know where I am now. I'm back to where we kind of started. Back to the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. Is there another ladder around here? This is the Cogent gets lost. Aha! Ha 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 ha. There we go. So when we first got off that bridge, there was just a ladder right next to there. Remember, they're quite difficult to spot. If you're me, obviously, you might find it very easy to spot. But so that is kind of our route out. Up here is very dangerous, but can profit us quite a lot. So we're going to stay nice and calm. We're going to just try and avoid as much as possible these guys' darts. Just going to deal with these guys one at a time. Remember, keeping nice and calm. They don't tend to want to move very much, which is good. Oh, typical, isn't that absolutely typical? But that's okay. Yes, we have toxic on us, that's fine, but we do have our blooming purple moss clump, which is the only thing that can remove toxic, alright? Short from sitting at a bonfire. So, as I said before, this is a very, very dangerous area. Where's the other chap? Oh, he's fallen down. Okay. And there's another young man here who's also fallen down, but he's coming back up to see us. That's nice of him. Oh, snap. Oh, double snap. Oh, triple snap. Oh, no. Oh, silly Billy. Absolutely my fault. 100% my fault. I got a little bit too keen there, didn't I? So, we're just going to have to go for a little run again. But that's okay. We know where we're going. So we're just going to head back. Again, no pressure. And like with all of my videos, I'd be tempted to... someone else might be tempted to remove that when I died and went, oh no, I made a huge mistake. Nah. No. This is something that we all have to remember and learn, is that death is a part of Dark Souls. And we are now better equipped to deal with whatever is going to come our way. So... Isn't it amazing though, we can do a whole boss absolutely fine, and then it's just a few basic enemies, we end up going, oh dear, and then falling over a lot. There we go, hop off there. Give that a little climb up. There we go, and we're going to give that a little climb up. We're going to leave these guys to it for the time being. There we go. And this is actually quite good for me in terms of my own little research. Is that right? It doesn't seem to. That's fine. Okay. Oh no, they do seem to. Fantastic. So it seems to be that these blow dartists actually do not respawn after you kill them, which is great news for us. So I'm just going to go into my equipment, and I'm actually going to equip a longbow. Can I actually use a longbow? Oh, I can. Fantastic. That's a relief. And equip some arrows. There you go. Unlike the crossbow, which you can use one-handed, we have to use two hands for this. And again, this is not part of my build, so it's not going to be very effective, but it is quite a good way of doing business if you are... So we hold our left button to aim. There we go. Oh. Cheeky little beggar. There we go. Cheeky little bidder. Nice. Not so bad, not so bad. And because I'm feeling dead cheeky, I'm also actually going to take advantage of the fact that I have my bow equipped. If I can. Oh no, that's as low down as I can get. But I am going to just try and deal with the ones that I can target. Because it just gives me a little bit of flexibility going forward. Because again, remember, we're just making it as easy as we can for ourselves. And I said a ranged spec would be really interesting, I imagine. How it would work in, like, on bosses, I've no idea, but if you have done a ranged build, please do let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if it worked out for you. Let's not worry about those for the time being. So there you go. What you can do is if you... Ooh, there we go. I forget that to aim in Dark Souls 1 is you just click the left hand light attack button. You don't have to hold it down. Which I've remembered just in time before I fell off and got very badly hurt by a group of very nasty young things. Right. Let's plunge him. Bonk! See, he's doing the he's doing our Havel approach. There we go. Which is constantly just trying to get around behind us. There you go. But there is a reason why we're down here, alright? I promise. It will work out. Just want to be very careful because we've got another couple of dogs. We've got quite a lot of dogs, as a matter of fact. So, what I'm going to actually do, because they haven't quite gotten to know us just yet, so I'm just going to try. Ah, pretty cool. There we go. What I want to do is just try to attract. So if you've played any MMO, then you'll know about, you know, attracting things like that, kiting, ranged pulling and all that kind of stuff. The same kind of principle applies here. Because we're not here to make our lives more difficult. Unless you want that, of course. What we're trying to do is make our lives as easy as we can. Because we play games to have fun. And remember, if you're playing this and you're dying a lot and you're getting frustrated, take a break. Come back to it. Just come back to it later on. It's okay. It'll always be here. So, let's have a look. A few more left. There we go. And the best thing about these guys is that they only come one at a time. They come one by one. That was not a very good strike, was it? Let's be nice and careful here, because these guys, despite the fact they're very tiny, they do an awful lot of damage. So we just want to let him... There we go, that's what we wanted. Oh, you little... You tricksy little hobbit. This is the disadvantage of having really slow weapons. Come on, buddy. Come on. Try and set me on fire, please. That's what I want. No. Bad dog. But again, remember, we're not in a race. There's no benefit to try and rush through these places unless you are really fed up at looking at these guys. There we go, lovely job. Yes, you see, it was all worth it. The Firekeeper soul is 100% what we were after. Okay, fantastic. Oh boy, let's see if there's anything cool around here. I don't think there is, but I will just have a quick look to confirm for myself. Nope, we're going to head back just the way we came, and we're going to head out of this gosh darn area. We are nearly actually at the end of our, God blimey, 7th instalment. Wow. Look at that, we're doing really well, aren't we? Made some really good progress. But the thing is, I said, having completed this game once before, with the DLC as well, is that this game feels as fresh as it has always done, which I find incredible. I don't feel as if I was like, oh, it's this area again. Every time I was like, ooh, another opportunity to play through. I'm really excited. So that is something to be said, isn't it? Right. Let's carry on up. Let's move on up. Move on out. Something, another line. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. Moving on up. Something or other. Gonna punch a firebug. Yeah. I love my bonky stick, I really do. And again, you will, I'm sure, find that there are better ways of dealing with this. So, for example, what you can do is have more than one weapon on a single slot, and then if you think, oh, I've got some quite nimble and quick enemies, you can quick swap between your items. And that's a great thing to do. If I had the talent or strategy to do so, I would be doing it, but change yourself. Right. So to talk about mimics a little bit, remember, always attack your chests. Apparently, there is a fancy way of finding that out, and that is that chain. If it's curly, you're safe. If it's straight, it means it's a mimic. Whether that's true, no idea. Because all I do is just attack my chests. And we've got the key to the new, or the old Londor Ruins, which is interesting. But we won't be going there just yet. Right, I'm going to go two-handed for this guy. Oh my word! Holy moly! Well, he took me to school in the car of pain, didn't he? My words. He was my mum and he gave me a lift to school in the car of agony. I will just give that a little climb upwards. So I think that's a lesson. What do you reckon? That that getting hit by those guys really does knock you off your feet in a very, very big way. Even with my extra 40 poise, he just hammered me straight off a cliff. Oh, that really made me laugh. Good lord. And you've got to laugh at these things, otherwise you'll cry. So, again, it's not too high up, I said, because obviously we were kind of murdering our way up that strata, weren't we? So, yeah. Now we don't have to, we can just climb straight up. We've got a cool Firekeeper soul, which is brilliant, which means we can upgrade our healing potions. Oh, that really made me giggle. Fantastic. I don't think I've ever seen myself fall as far as that, so that's pretty cool. What time is it now? Oh, blimey, look at that. Coming up to 11 o'clock. Good lord. This is winter in the UK. It's, bonk! It's frosty and miserable. I would like to hit you, though. Maybe I'm not allowed to hit you. There we go. Oh, hello. You brought friends! But that's okay. Everybody needs a friend. And remember, I am all about LGBTQIA+ and mental health positivity on my channel and on my Twitch channel as well. So if you ever need to debrief, if you need someone to talk to, you can speak to me in a completely confident and non-judgmental way. We are all who we are, and we should love ourselves for that. Let's not do the same mistake that I did before. Now, one of the cool things about... Oh, blimey. I forgot we had one of those. Is there is an advantage to having a slow attack. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. Get out of here, dude. Nobody likes you. Here's if I can find another guy. Come on. Remember, we're nice and careful. Again, we're not in a race. Okay, right, we're going to go for the backstab. Oh, maybe not this time. Oh god, there's two of them. Goodness me. Oh, we traded blows, and he was much stronger than that. So let's... there we go. Is that kind of practice of winding up a blow before they get in reach? And remember, it's always worth practicing the backstabs, because whilst you are in that animation, you are invincible. So there we go. Look, he's down there, but oh, the amount of time it takes to kind of... Ooh, the amount of time to wind up a swing means... Oh, for goodness sake. Oh no, he's going to get me! He got me! He got me! There was me chatting away. Good lord. I don't know. I don't know. Right, let's give it one more go. We're getting to that surface. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my familiar thing, because if you remember, when we were using the Zweihander, those gentlemen up there were actually staggered when I hit them like that, you see. So I'm going to try and recreate that here. Okay, let's just try and get up there quick as we like. Remember, we're not hurrying, we're not in a race, remember? And again, I could absolutely take all this footage out and say, oh yes, well I got up here first time. I was like, that's not in the spirit of the stream at all. We are having fun over being perfect. And remember, death is a massive part of this game, so do not ever feel like you're failing if you are dying frequently. It's just one of those things, and that's okay. This game rewards practice, adaptation, and perseverance. Easy. And you could be naturally talented at games, that's fantastic, and I'm very happy for you. But nothing ever beats practice and perseverance. Alright? Some people can be naturally talented at something, but if you want it, if you persist at it, that will beat natural talent every single time. Because I'm not very good at this game, and that's okay. I don't mind. And neither should you. And you'll find, once you let go of that need to be absolutely perfect at a game, or at anything, really, you will find your mental health be so much better. And I'm not going to lie, my mental health has been very, very poor these past this past week or so. And this is kind of the first time that I've been able to sort of get on and actually do some videos as well. So, which is a shame, because I adore creating content. I love helping people. See, as you can see, my Zweihander blows, they're quicker, and they're also... Ow. No. They're also staggering him as well. So, sharp weapons against unarmoured people are good. Blunt weapons against heavily armoured people are good. But again, find the thing you like. Love the skin you're in. We're just going to track these guys one at a time. Technically we're at the time limit for this stream today, but I think I'm going to try and power through if you're happy with that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. That was close. There we go. If we can just try and get in just before them. I like this guy yelling. I'm quite happy for him to yell at me all the time. There we go. And again, just like with Mildred, we are just keeping these guys suppressed by overcoming their poise. And remember, even if I've got a tiny amount of stamina left, I can still do a fully effective heavy attack. You see? Just like that. Just by changing one weapon, that became 1,000 times more simple. Oh, what's that? Is that daylight? It's only ruddy daylight, isn't it? Fantastic. And remember, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you like watching me play through incredibly difficult games and not being very good and having a good laugh with it, then please do consider dropping me a little subscribe and a little thumbs up. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Right, we're not going to go all the way down here. So in the new Londor Ruins, we are staying out of this place for the time being. Okay. Staying away out of this place. But we're going to head up these stairs now. And this would be an absolutely perfect time to, I hope... Or maybe not, because we haven't actually taken the lift down. Oh dear. Ignore that, alright. So what we are going to do is going to try and get back to... Look at this guy, look. Look at him. He's loving it. Hello. So this is another guy. He's also another blacksmith. So he can improve your items and weapons. We're not going to speak to him just yet. So what I'm going to do is head back up these stairs, and we are going to try and find our merry little way. Oh yeah, this is the Valley of Drakes. That sounds nice, doesn't it? And it is, kinda. Sorta. Did I go along the wrong way? I did. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm going to show you this one last thing before we finish up today, alright? So I'm going on a bit too long anyway. For the time being, we are going to ignore this guy. But he is dead, so we don't have to worry about it, do we? It's okay. I'm going to just pinch this one, though. There we go. Because, like with everything in Dark Souls, he's mad. He's alive, and he doesn't want you to be alive either. So, we're probably going to deal with him in a future video. But for the time being, we are just going to try and get down this little thing and see if we can find any kind of relief. So these guys are quite tricky. Got to be nice and careful because they are quite damaging. So we're actually going to try and bypass them this time. Give a quick drink. Oh my word! No, there we go. I think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish it there. And I think what a perfect way to finish. And we're back down here again, aren't we? But anyway, thank you so much for watching today, guys. I really appreciate your time. And thank you for, yeah, like I said, if you like it, just give us a little thumbs up and a little subscribe. And it is okay to be bad at these games, as is clearly evidenced by this guy. But yeah, I will catch you next time. And we're going to try and push our way through and see what we can do. Alright? But I love you loads, take it easy, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Alright? Take it easy, okay? And I'll see you later!